All right, hello, welcome everyone. This is Dr. Viata, and today I'm going to be talking about a key piece of healing that you likely haven't heard about. So if you are watching live, go ahead and do #live. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and do #replay, and let us know where you're watching from. And today we're going to be going a little bit more in depth about healing. This is going to be a quick video, so we're just going to do a recap of it. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Beata. I am a holistic and integrative doctor of physical therapy, and I specialize working with moms and their little ones who have colic, eczema, reflux, allergies, food intolerances, sensitivities, etc. And also moms who are experiencing a challenging time in motherhood, whether it is postpartum anxiety or depression, overwhelm in general, or anxiety and depression, and other mental health challenges otherwise as well. So one thing that I want to mention is something that was really important from my personal experience and the dozens of other moms that I've worked with. There's a key piece to the healing puzzle that isn't talked about. So I have a question for you. Do you as an adult have maybe chronic pain or health conditions? So this may include like chronic pain things like headaches, back pain, shoulder pain, or maybe health conditions like digestive issues, food allergies or environmental allergies, autoimmunity, insomnia, and for the little ones, do they have colic, eczema, reflux? And then from the mental health perspective, are you experiencing signs and symptoms of anxiety or depression? Overwhelm. Postpartum overwhelm is a term that I've coined because most moms experience a state of overwhelm when they are new moms. There are so many things to figure out and to juggle. And the thing is, it's quote unquote normal to experience these things, and it's still a huge challenge that I believe you need support for. So the other thing I want to mention is if you are watching and you're not a mom, but maybe you are a dad or you know a baby or a mom going through these challenges, definitely share this out, send the message out, because there are things that can help. So I want the message to be out there that there are so many things that can help, and it's just a matter of getting the help. So I want to ask, for those of you who have these challenges, right, whether it's pain or these chronic conditions, what have you tried already? What have you tried? What have you done? And what have been the outcomes? So I'm going to just throw out there that many of you may have tried more of a maybe nutrition approach. So maybe you've tried different diet plans, different diet modifications. Maybe you've looked into gut health. And I want to just put this in quote, as a little aside, gut health is much more than just probiotics. I just want to put that out there. Right? Have you looked into gut health? And what have been the outcomes? So from the moms that I've worked with, that maybe has shown some improvement, or maybe that's the other thing. Maybe you haven't even looked into that, and that's okay as well. We're all at different parts of our journey. So no matter where you are, when we look at something from one perspective, we may see some improvement. So some of you that have been looking into nutrition or gut health may have gotten improvement to a certain point, and then maybe you've plateaued, or maybe things just haven't been progressing as you would have liked. And I want you to know that there's something called the mind-body connection. And it is a very real thing. So a little while ago, I shared that I had some cold sores pop up. And that is a great example of this mind-body connection. Cold sores pop up when the mind or body is under stress. So if you are feeling emotional or mental stress, there is a physical manifestation that comes about. So can you understand that connection? Does that make sense? Now, I want you to think about some of these chronic pain and health conditions the same way. When there is emotional stress or an emotional imbalance, that can manifest in these physical conditions as well, including pain, digestive issues, allergies, anxiety and depression play a part in that as well, because there are physical portions of that. And also for our little ones, that can manifest in colic and reflux and eczema. Now, there are so many aspects to this. So we are going to get where, we get very much in depth during the programs that I offer, but in this video, we're going to just kind of brush the surface of it. So with this mind-body connection, when the body has an imbalance, either emotionally, mentally, energetically, then these physical conditions can manifest. And if you are looking at only addressing things from a nutrition aspect, from a gut health aspect, you may be missing a whole piece of the puzzle, which is equally as important. And that may be contributing to some of these plateaus that you're experiencing, or just not seeing progress in general. It really depends what the root cause is of your symptoms, of your signs and symptoms. And so that's something I work through with clients and with patients, is identifying what the root cause is, and sometimes there may be multiple. So this root cause analysis, we are going to be skimming the surface a little bit during this next workshop that I'm going to be doing. It's called Discover the Dragon Within, and this is for parents. So if you are a parent, have you yelled at your kids today or lately? Have you been so frustrated and irritated? Have you felt like you've been sacrificing yourself for everyone around you, for your kids, for everyone else, and not leaving yourself any time for you? So if this is you, this workshop is going to be really important for you, especially as a parent. If you have these health conditions, this is really important for you as a parent. If your little ones have these health conditions, this is really important for you as a parent to attend. So if you have checked off these boxes, then I want you to know this workshop is great for you. This workshop is going to help empower you. And I call these your dragons showing up. So especially when we feel like we yell at our kids too much, when we feel like we're not being the parent that we want to be, when we have these health conditions, these are our dragons popping up. They are trying to communicate to us. They are trying to give us a message. And many times we are so overwhelmed. We're so busy that we don't even take the time. We can't even recognize them for what they are. So this workshop is perfect to start understanding what these dragons are, what they're communicating to you, how it applies to holistic health and holistic parenting, and then what you can do about it. And the holistic parenting is really important to me, because maybe you've been trying to do gentle parenting or responsive parenting or attachment parenting. There's a whole bunch of names for it. And I use the term holistic parenting to encompass all of those, because when we tie health together with parenting, again, we have much better outcomes. We have better solutions that way. So this workshop is crucial for you. If you have said yes to any of these things so far, I want you to sign up. It is free until tomorrow, April 16th. And so you can definitely, I'll drop the link below. If you look at my other posts, there are links on there as well. It's free to register. We start off April 19th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, and then April 20th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. And there are replays, because I understand parent life. Sometimes we can't plan for certain things, so you can always catch the replays. There is a supportive community, which is a private community, so you can ask any questions on there as well, and we can support each other that way. And this is really a gift to yourself and your family, because we want you and your little ones, right, to be happier and healthier and be present together. Enjoy your time together so you can build strong and healthy relationships. You can regain this peace with your children, and your whole household can be happy and healthy, because those are equally as important pieces of the healing journey. So I'm curious, have you heard of this before? Have you heard of this emotional and energetic aspect to healing? Or are these totally new topics for you? And that's okay as well. So what I'm going to do is just quickly jump over and see. I don't see any comments right now, so if you have any questions, please feel free to send me a message. And if you are watching on YouTube, there are some other videos that are going to be supportive of this one. So I will put a couple up here or up here, and they will be down in the description box below. And as always, I wish you and your little ones all the best, and I look forward to seeing you at the workshop so that you can make a tremendous transformation in yourself and your family's health and happiness in future.